I thought this would be nice because I think I was planning on doing like yoga videos, and here I am just talking. Okay, so what the fuck? I want to talk to who's in charge here.
Something is really wrong.
So I'm an extroverted person. I'm somebody who recognizes that people care about me, and I show my caring and my love for other people through physical touch. I just got off the phone with some really good girlfriends of mine from Oregon, and we were talking about this situation that we have ourselves in now. And myself and one other friend, we're both extroverts, and we also recognize that people care about us, and we show our caring through physical touch, just platonic physical touch, like a tap on the shoulder, you know, a handshake. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, good job. Oh, like, you have a hair out of place. Here, let me fix it for you. Oh, let me touch your cheek. You're so beautiful. Oh, just people touching you. Just people touching you, you know, in like non-sexual ways or sexual ways, you know. Recently, with everything that's going on, there's all this focus being put on self-quarantine and staying put. I'm struggling. Maybe some other people are struggling. I know my friend's struggling with wanting some physical touch in our lives. My one other friend, she lives with her partner, so she is taken care of in that way. It's rough. It's rough out there for the extroverts. I mean, I literally am talking to myself. I am talking to myself right now. This is what it's come to. I am talking to my phone, to myself. I mean, it's either this or Netflix and spicy Cheetos. It's really satisfying. I work as a flight attendant, and our flights are basically empty, but we are still running. We're cutting the number of flights that we're doing, but we are seen as essential services, you know, in line with healthcare providers and grocery store clerks and people who work in these industries that are required to really keep the nuts and bolts of the country's operation going. We also transport goods, medical supplies, other items, mail. It's weird. It's weird being in the airports. I was just in Vegas last night, and I mean, it was a ghost town. I got in to LAS, and they were playing J-Lo, you know, like, okay, welcome to Vegas. We're ready to party. And there's nobody in the fucking airport. It just feels eerie. It feels weird. I'm like, am I in an episode of The Twilight Zone? Like, what is going on? I guess I am fortunate to still have a job, to have a job that allows me to leave the home. You know, I do get to like have conversations with new people. I get to go places. Like, it's part of my job to travel. So that's kind of cool. I don't know how much longer that's going to go. I'm hearing rumors that the government is going to enact the Stafford Act, which if you want more information about that, just go ahead and Google it and read the Wikipedia page. There's different acts under that. Essentially, it is for disaster relief. It is an act that was put in place, I think back in the 80s initially. And it just has a bunch of different guidelines for how the government will provide aid in the event of some kind of disaster. It's funny because I made this video a while ago, maybe like last week, saying my title was literally Corona is a hoax. And I rescind that. I take that back. It's real. It's a real illness. I'm sorry. I was a fucking idiot. I'm willing to apologize and acknowledge that. But I am a conspiracy theorist, and I do believe that there is some funny business going on about this. I mean, I am very wary about what laws or other things the government is going to try and enact right now. I'm hearing so many different things from my other conspiracy theorist friends about their theories as well of what is going on. And you know what? I believe them. I believe that there is something to be said for the fact that there has always been a virus during each election year. And I don't know why I'm talking all of a sudden in a fake Southern accent. You can decide for yourself if you think it's good. It's probably really bad. But there is something to be said for that. I gotta say that. There is something to be said for that. It's a whole nother thing. But I grew up in this yogic community, and we learned a lot about the 2000s and quote unquote the Aquarian age. It was like this new epoch that we were entering, this new age of consciousness. And also on the flip side of people gaining higher levels of consciousness, there is because we're in it, it's happening now. There's gonna be people going fucking insane, people not able to handle all the information that they're just automatically downloading, and all of the craziness that's happening in the world because things are getting stirred up. It's like, okay, we have all the ingredients.
Let's stir the cauldron and create the new world.
I mean, that's what's happening. The universe is like a giant witch. And it's not a bad thing, you know? It's really beautiful that the witches are awakening, are being comfortable to come out of the shadows. We need that. We need our spiritual women, our earth-centered women, to come back into positions of leadership. I think that that's one of the main things that's really going to make a big shift in our world, is not just women, but individuals who have a deep reverence and spiritual connection with the earth to lead us forward and to encourage us to create more systems of living, which we actually already have a lot of the technology that we need. We just need to enact it to create systems of living that are more sustainable with the earth. We have known collectively for so long that the way that we are living is unsustainable. But what have we done about it? Where's the action? I know this for myself. I'm a lazy fuck. I don't do things unless I'm forced to. I sometimes don't get out of bed unless I have to go to work. It's just comfortable to lay in bed, to read my book, to not brush my teeth, to turn on the TV, to call somebody, to get on Instagram, masturbate, whatever. I know innately we are all so interconnected and we're all actually so similar. So when I am relating to my own experience, reflecting on it and sharing it, I know that I'm not alone in it. I know that there's at least one other person out there who has had a similar experience as me. And I'm a lazy fuck. I oftentimes don't change something that I'm doing unless I'm forced to. And you know what? Here we go. Here we go. What more do we need? Here is a giant fucking pause from whoever is out there. God, the universe, divine, spirit, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to call them, it, he, she, they. This is a very clear, very fucking clear message to get your shit together. It's like, humans, get your fucking shit together. You're killing each other. You're killing the earth. Change it. It takes big leaps. It takes going into discomfort. And what would that mean for me? I mean, what I feel like I want to do right now is to unplug, to go find an intentional community somewhere. But I also feel a desire to be sharing something with the world. So I don't feel like I want to just be totally isolated. I don't think that's what I'm meant to do. I mean, when I was younger, of course, I felt very attracted to that. I wanted to literally go and live in a cave and be like a monk living in a cave. And I did a lot of meditation when I was very young. In high school, I was meditating like hours a day, days on end in India. And it was so blissful. It was so beautiful. In other ways too, in other ways it was just, being a normal kid. There was like bullying and that kind of bullshit. But on the plus side, I had a lot of really beautiful, profound, deep spiritual experiences. And I felt the urge to be like a monk and go meditate in the cave. Peace out. Not be involved in all this bullshit world of the material world. It didn't feel appealing to me. It's harder to be in the world and still maintain that grounded sense of self and that focus on the horizon, on the ideal, on the utopian world that you want to try to create. That's challenging, to hold that vision, to anchor in that vision that you have for the future world. Okay, I gotta pause this because I need to Uber Eats myself a Paronta.